Hello and welcome to the September 8th, 2010 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Well, today we are looking at IGTE Capital Corp, ticker symbol IGTE. This is a little less than a $1 billion market cap technology company. Taking a look at the stock technically, you can see that while the overall market hasn't been particularly good, that's not the case with IGTE. We actually have been running up through the majority of 2010. We got a very nice uptrend, as you can see from this trend line that I've connected, and volume has been of the confirming type variety throughout the uptrend. Especially you can see this big breakout in the second week, third week of July. Take a look at the confirming volume that came in on this move to the upside. That breakout, by the way, which was above $14.90, is the most significant price support level on the chart now on any pullback. So from a entry standpoint, I like entry on IGTI from the current price. Actually, if it were to pull back a little bit, get closer to the bottom of this triangle, that would probably be my an area where I would think about maybe taking an initial position. And if it did break down out of the triangle, I would still feel comfortable knowing that we've got very strong price support down at $14.90. That would be a second entry point for me. And I wouldn't be surprised, because if we do break below the 50-day moving average, which right now is sitting at 1581, I think that there could be some stops triggered and so forth, which could take us back down to this price support level again. That wouldn't be a shocker. So I think that from about $16, maybe a little below $16 down to $14.90 would represent pretty good entry points on IGTE, given the overall uptrend that is in place here. I did mention the triangle. You can see from connecting these recent highs that you've got a down-sloping trend line, and then if you connect the lows, you've got an uptrending slope line. These are starting to squeeze, getting closer and closer together. Obviously, big volume and a break to the upside would be bullish. That would probably lead to a quick test up around $18. Eventually, I do see IGTE breaking above $18. The moving average convergence divergence, pretty amazing given a lot of the weakness that we've seen since April, that IGTE has continued to hold centerline support. We have not seen the MACD over the last several months below the zero line, and you can see here just recently we came right down to the zero line, starting to turn back up again. So I think that the sideways consolidation in this triangle has helped to alleviate stretched MACD conditions, also some overbought conditions that we saw back in July. You can see RSI was up above 70 for a few weeks. We had stochastics that were up in the 90s. That has been alleviated by this triangle, where we can now see RSI is down close to that middle of the neutral 50 area, and stochastics right now down at 41. So we've definitely at least gotten a pullback and some relief on these overbought oscillators as a result of the triangle pattern that IGT is in. I do want to mention also that the RSI, during uptrends, the RSI tends to hold right around the 40 to 50 level, and you can see that that has been the case throughout 2010. Each time we've gotten close or come down and touch this RSI 40 level, that is when we have hit some major support areas for IGTE, and where we've had some significant bounces. So I do think IGTE looks good despite the condition of the overall market, which is a little bit weak. This is one of the stocks that I think could continue to perform well despite the overall bearish indications in the market. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at InvestedCentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.